Hello and welcome back to Heart of the Holte. It's been an absolutely amazing month to be a Villa fan in January, so let's kick it off where it all started on New Year's Day. To start the new year, Villa played a high-flying Bristol City side who are looking very comfortable in the playoffs at the time, and Villa just come off the back of a 1-0 win away from home against Borough in the last minute with a Robert Snodgrass header, so Villa were feeling pretty confident coming into this fixture. Bristol started the brighter out of the two sides, with Bobby Reid having the ball in the back of the net for Bristol City, but thankfully it was ruled offside. Alan Hutton's clearly upset he's not been given a new contract. Scott Hogan opened up the scoring for Villa, getting on the end of an Albert Adoma cross with a bullet header at the back post, leaving Jordan Still at full stretch with nothing he could do. It was an absolutely fantastic header from Hogan, and not only was this an important goal for the team, psychologically being 1-0 up against a very good team in the playoffs, recently played very well against Man City, had also played Wolves the past few days as well, but this was also a massive goal for Hogan himself, who has scored his first goal in the Championship in this game, and it's really kicked him on since then. This has been a massive turning point for both Hogan and Villa. James Chester, of all people, instigated the second goal with an amazing back heel.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! From out of nowhere!
Which gave the ball to Albert Adoma in the exact same area as he was for the first goal, crosses the ball to Hogan almost identically. Hogan heads to the far post, but this time Still was able to save the effort, but wasn't able to stop Snodgrass at the back post from cleaning up and making it 2-0. Doubling our lead was an absolutely fantastic piece of movement from Chester and Adoma getting the ball in, and it's good to see people running in and following things up, getting them second balls to put Villa 2-0 up. Bristol came out after half time 2-0 down with a point to prove and almost had the ball in the back of the net if it wasn't for James Chester making an amazing effort. I still don't know how he did it off the line, clearing it. It looked certain it was going in from where I was sat in the north stand, but somehow Chester managed to get there and deny Bristol from scoring. Later on in the game, Grealish won the ball from deep and carried it all the way and released Robert Snodgrass, who managed to double his tally for the game and put Villa 3-0 up. The Scottish Kaffir himself, Alan Hutton, then set up substitute Bakir Bjarnason, who scored an important goal as well for his Aston Villa career, with him looking destined to leave before his recent form. He's been a completely changed player. This goal has given him clearly a lot of confidence, and coming on and scoring was always fantastic for a player. So it's good to see Bjarnason coolly slot away the ball as he did. Two more young substitutes, Russian Hepburn Murphy and Callum O'Hare, came on and changed the game. Hepburn Murphy more so than O'Hare, as he did put the ball in the box for Hourihane's goal. It was a bit of a scramble in the box, but Hourihane managed to put the ball away to make it 5-0 for Aston Villa on New Year's Day. Unreal scenes. No one could have predicted this against Bristol. You know, they've been one of the teams, apart from Wolves, that people have been talking about this season, that they've been the teams to beat. 5-0. Unreal result for Villa. It's given us so much confidence. 5 days later is FA Cup day against the posh Peterborough, and Keenan Davis drew first blood early on, scoring very early on for the Villa to put us 1-0 up. Callum O'Hare and Richie Delat also looked very good on the right hand side, but fielding a weakened 11, some fringe players coming back from injury as well, ultimately cost us, as we did lose this game 3-1, but who wanted to win the FA Cup anyway? Next up, we had a tough fixture away from home against Nottingham Forest, who just come off the back of a 4-2 win against Arsenal and have recently appointed experienced Championship manager Aitor Karanka. With this game live on Sky also, this made us Villa fans very nervous. But a Scott Hogan header was the difference in this game, getting on the end of an absolutely amazing Robert Snodgrass cross with his movement in the box, confusing the Forest defence and heading past Jordan Smith. This was the difference in the game. Villa ended up winning this game 1-0, an amazing result on the road away from home. Breaming with confidence, we played Barnsley at home in our next fixture and we were 2-0 up within 7 minutes. Scott Hogan brace.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm! Wait. Everybody calm down!
2-0 up within 7 minutes, that never happens. However, Barnsley scored on the 11th minute from a corner and you could already tell it was just going to be one of them games. But again, Villa responded very fast, with Jack Grealish setting up an absolutely fantastic goal for Hourihane, who managed to slot away against his former club. And this goal was really all about Jack Grealish's, how much he's matured and how much intelligence he's now got on the ball, the strength, his willingness to succeed. You can clearly see in this game he absolutely ran the show. He has been very excellent throughout the whole of January, especially this game. It was just such a smart pass across the box from Hourihane. You know, it's about dragging the players, gave him the space, he managed to score. It was absolutely fantastic work from Grealish and coolly put away by Hourihane. The game finished 3-1, which put us in very good form as we were about to go away from home to Bramall Lane to play Sheffield United. United started off the brighter of the two sides, with Villa taking their time to grow into the game. The only real major talking point from the first half was how shocking that linesman was. Just as we were about to accept a point on the road away from home, Robert Snodgrass pops up, cuts inside with his left foot and absolutely bangs it in the top corner. It was absolutely unbelievable. The away end went absolutely mental. Absolutely fantastic goal. You could see he'd been trying it all game, trying to shift it onto his left foot, but he just took that one little bit of magic right at the end, at the death of the game, for him to steal all 3 points for Aston Villa and to give us a completely unbeaten month in the league through January. An absolutely fantastic way to end the month. So our January's been unbeaten in the league. It's a shame we lost our game to Peterborough in the cup, but we don't necessarily really need the distraction of the cup. I know that's a bit of a cliche, something everyone says when they get knocked out, but promotion is the target. So if you enjoyed this review, press a like button, leave a comment as to what your favourite game was, maybe for your favourite moment. I know mine was definitely Snodgrass's goal at Sheffield United. It was just absolutely unbelievable. And let us know your predictions for the Second City derby, which is coming up extremely soon. Up the Villa.